everybody, it is I, Moo, and you guys are in for a special treat. Now, Glimmerbrook doesn't have that much nice houses, and I found this really ugly house, and it's supposed to be in a magical area, and I was like, no, this doesn't look magical. So I'm doing a renovation of that house. It does take me a while to figure out how I want the layout of the house, how I want the background of the house, but I knew for sure that I wanted to put a dinosaur in a pond to make it look like the Loch Ness monster. I was dead set on that. So I was like, how am I going to make this work? So I decided to make this house like a tiny home. And of course, the pond, because we needed a pond if we were going to have the Loch Ness Monster be a part of it. Now, the thing is, it took forever for me to find this stupid dinosaur statue. I was searching and searching and searching. Like, it literally took me forever to find the statue. And then when I finally did, I had paused my game, right? And I was like, okay, when I finally find the statue, I'll show it. Wrong. When I finally placed it inside, I realized that I wasn't recording and I was like, oh my God, I am so dumb. So I placed the dinosaur statue in the pond to make it look like Loch Ness. And then I placed the snail statue on top of its head because it needed a friend. And then I started rearranging everything inside of this house. I do use a lot of the vampire and the realm of magic items because I am a fantasy girly and I'm like, you know what, I need to get this realm of magic pack and I got it on sale. Like a lot of the packs that I have, I always wait for sale dates because I don't really have that much money. You'll see that I actually try to do a second floor and then I realize that it kind of adds on to the tiny home and then I'm just like, never mind, and I had a lot of frustrations with this layout. Like, I am just trying and trying and trying to figure out how to lay out this stupid house. But in the end, I actually end up liking the house. But you'll notice I accidentally made the platform on the second too high, so the Sims couldn't really get onto that platform when I was testing it. So I had to fix that. And then I was like, ooh, let's do pillars and let's do no walls for that bedroom because that platform is the bedroom. And then you'll see me like trying to switch everything around. And then I'm just like, no, we're going to keep it. We're going to work with this. So yeah, like I said, I try to use a lot of the packs, a lot of the items from the packs, excuse me, of magic, the realm of magic and the vampire pack because I do like a lot of the stuff in the vampire pack and it kind of matched the realm of magic. I do change the floorboardings because I was like, don't like that. And as always, I make stupid square houses and I'm trying to do like better with that, but I'm like, okay, you know what? Whatever. I like the way this looks. I love the way this looks. And then I added a little porch. And then you'll see me like doing the design of the windows. I don't know why I did that because I ended up deleting that later. And then the roof was the hardest thing for this house. I was just having problems with the roof. I was like, you know what? This isn't working. This isn't working. So I left that roof, but I ended up doing something better later. Something that I thought fit the house perfectly and gave it kind of a whimsical, magical look. And I can't stop looking at the dinosaur because I'm like, yes, I did that. Loch Ness, woo. Yeah. So you see me rearranging like the what do you call it? The windows. But later on I just delete it and I was like, why did I spend so much time with the windows? And then I'm in the kitchen right now and I'm using just brown colors and I decided to make, instead of like having a table, they were gonna have like a counter where they're gonna eat at. The bedroom, I think I ended up changing the layout later, but I actually do like this house. And after I do the outside, I give it a lot of fireflies to give it a magical look because fantasy is not fantasy without flowers and mythical beings coming out of a pond or fireflies. I'm sorry, you need fireflies in your fantasy story or your fantasy setting. So now I'm working on the living room. Uh, I decided to go with the colors like a dark brown and black. A lot of the stuff had those colors, so I was like, okay, cool. I really didn't want to use any whites because I was like, well, this might be a vampire house, or this might be a spellcaster house, and they might be covered in soot or blood from their enemies, and they don't want to go home to a white house and put blood and dirt all over their items. They need dark colors to hide the blood, to hide, how they slain their enemies. So I'm just decorating. It was kind of hard to decorate this house because I was like, well, I do want to give them a homey aspect, and I do want them to have at least like a chess piece. I didn't add any of the magical like cabinets or things like that because I was like, well, what if somebody that isn't magic just decides to move into this, I did give them like those panels to hide the bed, but the panels has holes, so what was the point? But it's okay because I like the aesthetic of it. The bathroom, I can't remember what I did with the bathroom. I but I did put the toilet in its own little area, and I like when the toilet's in its own little area, so I was like, yeah, the bathroom's big enough for that. Yay. It's not well decorated. I really don't put my all in decorating bathrooms, but I was like, let's just put a little soap. So I just put a few stuff that I thought the Sims would actually use. Um, because I noticed a lot of my bathrooms are actually kind of boring, and I was like, okay, let's spice it up a little. Of course, I'm going to be putting plants in this home because I'm a plant girly. Even though in real life I cannot take care of plants, I love putting plants and flowers and stuff. Um, in the sim games, I do end up putting a tiny graveyard in the back, and I was because I found the headstones. I was like, okay, if I can't make a cemetery in The Sims, I'm gonna put a cemetery near the house, the magical house. I don't know, maybe a wizard used to live there and he buried his loved ones or his enemies in the back. I found out that the cat and dog pack have headstones of animals, and I got really sad and I added two of those back there. Maybe they were his familiars. I don't know. I was just really sad. I was like, oh my god. And yeah, you are going to see it just jump to where the outside is already made because my dumbass forgot to unpause it. I had went to go help my mom with her groceries, and I paused it. And then when I came back, I was like, ooh, I'm just going to continue on. I didn't even check if I unpaused it. So missed out on decorating the entire area, and I took a while to decorate it, and I'm so pissed off. But yeah, and there's the roof. So it is actually coming towards me decorating the outside of the house. And because I couldn't show you guys how I decorated the lawn and stuff, I will show you how I decorated the house. It is covered in ivy. I I I I thought it fit the magical world. So I am going to let you guys go. You guys are going to check out the screenshots that I left behind, and I will talk to you later because I'm still upset about not recording how I decorated the outside because I was so proud of it. And yeah, not going to talk about it because it gets me really angry. I will see you guys later, and I will see you in my next video. Have fun. Have a good day. Bye.